All right, this next one is coming to you, Gaurang. This one is from Ghosh Dada. He's writing to us from Delhi. And he has Yes Bank and Vodafone Idea in his portfolio. He's suffering huge losses in both of it. But he's saying there is no problem because it's fine because his overall portfolio is okay. But what to do specifically about both of these counters? What's your view? I like the way how you're raising your eyebrows, the fact that the viewer is still with both of these counters despite that bounce back and the sharp crash, and there's not been a recovery in either of them.
Must have guts of steel, Cheryl, to be very honest. And he's quite bold enough. He's got a lot of risk-taking appetite, I believe, with the kind of knocks both these stocks have taken. So let me come to Vodafone Idea first. There was an FPO some time back at 11 rupees, and on that FPO, we had come out with a long-term subscription note for investors who have elevated risk appetite and who have at least 1.5 to 2 year, 2.5 years plus kind of time horizon. The reason being that the recent Supreme Court verdict, as far as the AGRs are concerned, has already had its impact on the stock price, because we saw it correcting from 12 or 14 odd rupees to 8 odd rupees currently where it is trading. The second problem is the debt on the balance sheet. The third problem is the month-on-month loss of subscribers that this company is having. And the fourth being the company is still living in 4G. 5G is yet to happen. So there are multiple challenges. The management has also mentioned that the recent verdict on the AGR from the Supreme Court is not going to have an impact as far as their funds raising capability and capacity is concerned. So going with that assumption that the management be able to garner funds and possibly migrate to 5G from 4G and have a larger, etc., etc. We have a coverage, but again, there's going to be a pretty wrong, drawn kind of patient investment as far as Vodafone Idea is concerned. For Yes Bank, I think it was about last week, correct me if I'm wrong, that we saw the numbers. The numbers were better than what the street expected, no doubt about it. But we don't have coverage on buy, sell, hold on Yes Bank. But let me say this. This bank is again, similar to what I described for Vodafone Idea. It's highly leveraged. Earnings differ from quarter to quarter. 1-2 quarters, great earnings. 1-2 quarter, equally disappointment. No specific comments, but it's going to be a tall challenge for the management to evolve from here as an investment idea as far as Yes Bank is concerned. So I will restrict my comments on buy, sell, and hold for Yes Bank.
Also, one of the reasons could be why viewers have been drawn to both of these counters is the fact that they were in trouble, and then you saw some sort of a step in by the government also. That also could be one of the reasons why that these people have still have faith in these counters irrespective of the fall, right?
Cheryl, that's the thought that you should not have. Well, you are not a government. Government take a beat in case if it has to, in case if things don't go right in terms of bailing out these companies are concerned. But if you are an investor, you can't be replicating what the government does in your investment thought process. You have to be rational enough. And I'm quite sure, if you follow this kind of pattern, then there will be many companies who will be lining up outside Delhi and waiting for government to bail them out. So I don't think that this is a right process to, think in terms of government being a, party to bailing out the company in terms of operational capability and capacity is concerned. You should look at many more things, not only just that the government has bailed them out.
Sorry, Gaurang, I actually put you in a spot with that because that's one of a word of caution that is there for all of our investors, because when you are actually looking to invest in these companies, you need to do your thorough lessons. You need to see what's the background, how the companies have performed and how they are going to perform going ahead, and then take a call rather than just move into these companies based on news flows. Isn't it, Gaurang? In short and sweet
Absolutely
terms?
true. Because see, I mean, you have to look at when you're looking at company from an investment perspective and you have 1.5 to 3 year kind of time horizon, then you have to look at the fundamentals. Government trying to, provide some kind of financial assistance should not be the thumb rule on which you decide whether you should invest or not.
All right, Kunal, what's your view then? Because we've got a thorough lesson coming in from Gaurang when you talk about fundamentally how should you view these counters and when and how should you invest in them. What's your view on the charts, Yes Bank as well as Vodafone Idea?
Well, investing is out of question to these names, because of the kind of quality these stocks would probably, have as compared to many of the other peers. And I think sticking to large cap names makes tremendous amount of sense. So there's a point in the market where you would want to just about trade these stocks, but investing is something which is a completely no into these kind of names. Even this leg of correction, so there could be one anticipation that maybe these stocks have fallen down by 30, 40, 50%. So maybe these stocks have come back to an attractive point. But then, historically we've seen this over the last decades and more, that whenever the market gets back into a recovery, it's the large cap stocks, the more formidable ones, which recover first. And then, these, small cap names or beaten down stocks, they are the ones which rally late and last in terms of the recovery for the overall market. So I think in either of the scenarios, I would probably not recommend to buy or hold these names even at current levels.
All right, so that's the technical as well as fundamental view coming in on Yes Bank as well as Vodafone Idea.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.